Hi, I'm Findlay Kinloch and today we're at Redwell Farms and we're going to be talking about soil pH and liming. Soil sampling should be carried out every 4 or 5 years and the soil should be analysed for soil pH and extractable phosphorus, potassium and magnesium using either the conventional W method, walking across the field, or using GPS soil sampling. The optimum availability of nutrients within the soil occurs over a small range of soil pH values from 6 to 6.2. Liming materials should be purchased on the basis of price relative to its neutralising value, as well as the fineness of the product. The fineness refers to the product's particle size that will fit through an 150 micron sieve. The finer the material, the more quickly that neutralisation will occur. Regional differences exist primarily in response to differences in soil type and land use. There is anecdotal evidence that suggests that calcium helps improve soil structure by making the particles move apart. This is said to help with soil drainage and aeration. Magnesium, on the other hand, makes the particles stick together. However, the ratio between calcium and magnesium is more important when considering a liming product. For example, in a low calcium clay soil, magnesium will have the dominant effect on the soil structure, making the particles stick together. When choosing a liming product, it is key to take into account both the levels of magnesium and calcium, as well as looking at the ratio between the two of them. In general, if your soil test is showing a high magnesium status, then there is no need to apply any more magnesium in the form of mag lime, as this will have a negative effect on soil structure. There has been much research done worldwide to determine the best calcium to magnesium ratio. However, currently nobody has come up with a definitive answer. It is suggested, however, that a ratio between 4:1 and 12:1 is expected depending on your soil type. The main source of magnesium application to a soil is magnesium ground limestone. A magnesium limestone with a minimum amount of magnesium carbonate will contain 10% magnesium and 26% calcium. Per tonne, this equates to 100 kilos of magnesium and 260 kilos of calcium. This is going to increase the soil pH and reduce the calcium to magnesium ratio. Although the calcium to magnesium ratio is important, it is not the only factor to consider. There is a considerable reduction in the effectiveness of the liming material if the particle size is above 600 microns, unless the material is easily broken down, for example, burnt lime or soft porous chalks. Clay and organic soils need a higher application of lime than a sandy soils to increase the soil pH by 1 unit. This is due to a higher cation exchange capacity. A lime recommendation is usually for a 20 centimetre depth in a cultivated soil and 7 centimetre depth in a grassland soil. Where the soil is acidic below 20 centimetres or is being ploughed for an arable crop, a larger quantity of lime should be applied. If more than 10 tonne a hectare is needed, half the lime should be deeply cultivated into the soil, where the other half should be applied to the surface and worked in. For established grasslands, or in situations where there is no or minimum tillage, no more than 7.5 tonne a hectare should be applied in one application. As lime changes the soil pH very slowly, the underlying soil should not be allowed to become acidic, as this will affect root growth and nutrient uptake. In grassland situations, lime should be applied 6 months before reseeding. This allows time for the soil pH to increase before sowing. In summary, make sure that you are carrying out soil tests regularly. It is good to have an understanding of the calcium to magnesium ratio. However, it is more important to investigate the fineness and neutralising value of the product that you are applying. For more information, please see fas.scot.